Well, this morning, we're joined by Kelton Hayes with the nonprofit Cobblestone Farms. Now, if you remember, their tractor was stolen in May, but after a report here on the show and the hard work of state investigators, the tractor was found just weeks later. And now they're receiving an outpouring of support. So thank you for joining us this morning, Kelton, and thank you for bringing this beautiful produce that smells delicious. And the thing is, I don't even eat vegetables.
Well, we'll change that. It's great to be here. I just want to give a big thank you. We would not have found the tractor without you. Key part of our work at the farm.
Yeah.
A very important tool, so thank you.
Oh, of course, and we appreciate that. We'll get into the details about that here shortly, but first, tell us a bit more about Cobblestone Farms and what you all do for our community.
Yeah, so at Cobblestone, we have a basic belief that all community members should have access to fresh food. Food is medicine, food is a right. Yeah. So we grow food for that purpose. We grow vegetables, we raise livestock, and we distribute it to local pantries.
Amazing. And I know a few months ago we mentioned the tractor was stolen. So take us back to that day when you realized, oh my gosh, it's not here anymore.
Yeah, so I was at the farm and I walked by the spot where we park it 2 or 3 times and just had a feeling, okay, what's going on? And then I went to grab something out of the bucket and it wasn't there. So I was like, okay, well, something's gone on. So it definitely was a big gut punch.
Yeah. And how did losing the tractor, having it stolen, affect your day-to-day operations?
Well, as you can guess, this is a highest workload time of year. So anything that interrupts that is going to result in a decrease in our production. Even not even mentioning the loss of the tool, the time spent looking for the tool, contacting people, time could have spent harvesting.
Exactly. And that's a good perspective to put in our minds too, right? Because it's a ripple effect. And so thankfully a few days later you all were able to have the tractor back. It was found, which is just great news. What was it like to have that outpouring of support from the community and everyone just wanting to know how can they help? Well,
it was kind of a roller coaster of emotions because, to be honest, I was embarrassed because it's my responsibility as executive director to everything. Yeah. Is my responsibility ultimately. So I was a little hesitant to even do an interview, but our board chair, who was very wise, said you need to. Yeah. And then instead of feeling shame, emails, people reaching out wanting to support us, being contacted by the Department of Ag. It just, really reinforced what I already do believe is that, we're better together, and as a community, we serve each other.
Absolutely. And hey, we're human. So, sometimes just things happen, unfortunately, and people can learn from the story too. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a link to cobblestonefarms.org on our website so you can find out how to volunteer and give back too. What are you going to bite into now?
Let's do okra.
Oh, nice. Look at that. And I'm glad he didn't make me eat any of it.
That's really good.
Stick around. We've got more news headlines coming up after a quick break.